Hey, what is good? What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? We are simulcasting on both channels. And hold on a second. Why is my mic always every time I go to a new program, my mic always changes its audio level? I don't know why. I don't know what to do with that. There it goes again. Yo, chill. Chill. All right. Good. I think we're good. Okay. So listen, man, I'm just going to keep it real with you. I'm going to keep it honest. I had a shitty day at work. Oh my goodness. And I'm tired, man. Like physically, emotionally, mentally. Today was just like some next level stuff, like straight up. So I was like, you know what? I need to recharge. I need to reconnect. And I was like, all right, I'm doing a stream tonight, baby. I'm doing a stream tonight because I need to get my mind off of the real world. And there's some stuff that's been on my mind lately I want to talk about, I want to chat about. So that's what we're going to do tonight. So, first and foremost, Marvel, Marvel Comics had a very shocking death take place recently. You guys know I've not been keeping up with the comics. I did a video talking about my problems with the American comic book industry. So I've not been keeping up with it. I've not been keeping up with like what's been going on lately, the latest stories and stuff. I've just not bothered with it because American comics are doo doo, and manga and anime is so much better. And we're going to be talking about manga and anime tonight. We're going to be talking about manga and anime tonight as well because Matt Walsh said some stupid stuff, and I mean he said this stuff in the past about anime, but there's recently been some responses to it, and I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna dive into this. But first of all, we're gonna talk about this shocking death from Marvel, and it's not shocking for the fact of who was. Well, it's not shocking in the way that you're probably thinking. Um, Kamala Khan, freaking Miss Marvel, dead in the latest issue of Amazing Spider-Man. And I gotta say, the reason this is shocking is not because it's necessarily, Miss Marvel, but of what Miss Marvel represents. Miss Marvel is kind of the ultimate token character of wokeism. And to have Marvel, who has been super woke the last few years, to have Marvel kill her off is frankly very shocking because of what she represents. Because she is kind of the embodiment of modern Marvel. She really is. And before going into this issue of Amazing Spider-Man, there was talk that a major Spider-Man character was going to die. And the rumor is that it was actually going to be Mary Jane Watson. That Mary Jane was going to kick the bucket, which would have been shocking for a whole other reason because she's such a major character. And the whole Peter and Mary Jane relationship is one of the most abused relationships in comics. They will not let Peter Parker be happy no matter what. They won't let MJ and Peter stay together. Of course, you guys know the whole thing about One More Day in the comic books where Peter made a deal with the literal devil and undid his marriage, which is freaking, that's a whole another story. But they will not let these two be happy. They will not let these two be together. It's one of the most abused relationships in comics. So if they had decided to just say, you know what, screw it, we're going to kill Mary Jane. If they had decided to do that, honest to God, it wouldn't have surprised me because of how they treated the Peter and Mary Jane relationship. It would not have surprised me. But no, it turns out the character they decided to kill off was, in fact, Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel. And again, because she is such a big representation of modern woke Marvel, I just it is kind of shocking that they would go ahead and kill her off. Now, it could be that they're killing her off in order to try and, get publicity for the upcoming Marvels movie, because Miss Marvel is going to be in that movie. And if you have to go and kill off a character in order to sell your movie, if you have to go and kill a character because, to garner attention, to garner headlines, I mean, what does that say about your movie? I got one of my dogs freaking out over here in the corner. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Shut up, pups. I'm recording. I'm live. If you have to kill off a character in order to promote a movie, again, how bad must that movie be? How terrible must the Marvels be if that's what you have to do to garner attention? Because no one really cares about this movie. No one cares about Brie Larson. No one cares about, no one cares about Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel. Like, it's just, it's dumb. Like, they've totally killed those characters in terms of people's interest in them, which is sad, because especially Captain Marvel was kind of a cool character in the comic books. And to be honest with you, I didn't mind the Captain Marvel movie all that much. I thought it was fine. I don't really like all the stuff that Brie Larson has said, honestly, obviously. But as far as the movie itself, I think Captain Marvel is actually a pretty decent film. Is it the best Marvel film? No, but I thought it was decent. It's just Brie Larson is on some stupid stuff. So that being said, we're going to dive into this video from Ethan Van Shriver. And, he talked about this. And so I'm going to use this kind of as a backdrop to give my own thoughts on this. So let's go ahead and jump into his video, and we'll talk about the death of Kamala Khan, the death of Miss Marvel. Let's dive into this.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah. This is a spoiler alert for tomorrow's comics. Today's Tuesday, tomorrow's Wednesday. Spider-Man number 26 will come out. And of course, this is just leaked onto the internet. Hey, so what the fuck were Zeb Wells and Nick Lowe thinking by killing off Kamala Khan, the only mainline brown character Marvel has in a Spider-Man book? It feels racist and misogynistic. And why on earth was she even in this in the first place? That's a good question. Why was she in Spider-Man? She should have known better. Being in Spider-Man is dangerous. Folks are turning on Zeb Wells. Zeb Wells honestly has done a horrible job with this run of Spider-Man, and people are confused as to why he's catching hate. Why is Ms. Marvel dead in Spidey comics of all places? Watch they use this as an excuse to bring her back as mutant to line up with the MCU. Maybe they will. What would be wrong with that? Here is the death scene. This is Faces of Death featuring Ms. Marvel as Peter Parker holds her close. And look, he's holding her normal size hand. That'd be funny if like her hand just got real big all of a sudden and completely engulfed his. I don't know, but here she is choking her last.
Okay, hold up. Dude, look at this stupid panel right here. This middle one especially. Which I get she's dying. But come on. Dude, like this is... I mean, I don't care about Miss Marvel, but daggum. Like, this is embarrassing right here. Oh, God. Like, this... Like, I had to put this in the thumbnail. When I decided I was going to talk about this on this stream, I had to put this in the thumbnail. Like, this panel right here is absolutely stupid, bro. Like, this is dumb. Look at her. Oh, like, I can't say what she's doing right here, what it looks like she's doing without getting in trouble, but I think you guys know. All right, so let's continue.
All right. A few people are flipping out here, and, wouldn't worry about it. Wouldn't really worry about it, folks. This guy, I think this person's got it right. It's crazy that Kamala is my favorite character, and most people on, what the comics Twitter that I never ever see talk about her are the ones freaking out. Like, guys, it's Marvel Comics. She ain't dead.
And that's the other thing too. Like, she's probably not dead. I mean, if we're just being honest, she's probably not dead. It's comic books. Like, very few people actually stay dead. Like, Uncle Ben stays dead, but very few people actually stay dead in comics. So, like, I wouldn't expect this to be permanent at all. Like, give it a year and Miss Marvel will probably be back, just being honest.
Shaking my head. Yeah, that's right. Most people who you never see talking about her are freaking out because they don't care about the comics. P. Andrew, they only care about the fact that she is, brown. That's all. They care that she is, and it feels racist and misogynistic. Now, I differ from them. My attitude is, hooray, Kamala Khan, aka Ms. Marvel, the worst character Marvel Comics ever excreted, is finally dead. Yay! Like,
I don't know if Kamala Khan's the worst character that Marvel's ever created. I mean, there's probably been worse. Now, to be fair, I can't think of any off the top of my head at the moment, to be honest. Maybe America Chavez? Maybe. I don't know. But she's pretty bad, dude. Like, she's pretty freaking bad. Oh gosh. Okay. Moving on.
like, throw a party, man. She really is a terrible character created by Sana Amanat and a bunch of other weirdos over at Marvel Comics. Placed all over, even though she's a terrible character, she's in the video game, she's in the animation. They make dolls of her in order to, in my opinion, exploit the creator equity royalties of Marvel Comics and Disney. It just seemed really corrupt to me. And why is it? Why are her powers? Excuse me, that her hands get really big. It's just really strange. Look at Reed. Reed's like, it gets big of mine. So she's like, Reed, now's not the time. Do I make myself clear? And he goes, yeah, that's your only power. Her only power is to. Oh no, she can also make force fields. I'm sorry. Her only power again. Make her hands get real big. Stupid. The attitude is just to go, yay. But then not everybody's celebrating with me. Like, again, I'm like, yay. And this guy uses the Lord's name in vain as if to marginalize my victory. Just be happy for me. To me, this is good. I'm glad that Kamala Khan, Ms. Marvel's dead. She's a terrible character, obviously. Created by SJWs, and she is silly. Who cares? So I would just say, celebrate with me, be happy for me, be happy for people who are happy that Zeb Wells finally eliminated Kamala Khan, and let's enjoy this for as long as it lasts. Thanks for watching this video, my friends. Sorry if this spoiled tomorrow's good news. Tomorrow, Spider-Man number 26. You can read this comic for yourself, I guess. Thanks, everyone, and I'll see you again soon with another video. Please subscribe, like, share.
Yeah, subscribe to Ethan Van Shriver and Comic Artist Pro Secrets. But, I mean, she's dead, man. She's probably not going to stay dead. But overall, I think this is a net positive, if I'm being completely honest, because I mean, she's just such a token character. She's such a token character. So, I don't know. Like, I'm happy to see her go, to be honest with you. Never cared for the character. Thought she was lame. And now she's gone. So, let's move on to our next bit of news. Let's move on to our next bit of news. And let's see. We got to change up the title. Apparently, anime is satanic. Apparently, anime is satanic, bro. So,
made by
Matt Walsh, someone who, if you're among the younger generation and you're a conservative or you're on the right or you're just not part of the woke mob, Matt Walsh is somebody who you honest to God wish would just shut the fuck up. I mean, seriously, just please shut the hell up. He does such a disservice to anybody that is part of his same political persuasion. And it's like, dude, just please shut the hell up. Seriously. Like, he got on talking about anime and how apparently it's satanic. And let's just dive into this disaster.
Yesterday on the show, I briefly mentioned a controversy that had, at the time, only recently started simmering. It was a controversy surrounding comments made by the humble host of this very podcast. And if you've been paying attention at all, you know that when my comments spark controversy, it's always because I have broached a very important subject and raised an issue of urgent national importance, such as, of course, the backlash over my advocacy.
Dude, listen, I'm not here to listen to you just boast yourself. I mean, he's got such an ego, bro. Okay, this isn't even the right video. What the hell am I doing? Matt Walsh anime. What in the hell? Like, where is this thing? Okay, here we go. It's a short from Yellow Flash. We'll check this out.
What's your opinion on anime? It's really popular amongst teens and young adults. I think it's all satanic. I have no argument for it. I have no argument for why it's satanic. It just seems that way to me.
What the yo? Like, what are we doing here, bro? Like, anime seems satanic. I don't know why. I have no argument for it. It just seems that way to me. Like, this dude, like, you want to know why the right loses the culture war? You want to know why the right just can't seem to get its shit together? This is why. You don't know how to fight the culture war. You don't know the first thing about pop culture. Anime is extremely popular, and you would be surprised how popular it is among the right. Because the right has left comic books because American comic books have gone extremely woke. And so they've turned to anime and manga, which is not woke. Now, does that mean that anime and manga are perfect? No. There's a dark side to anime and manga, just like there's a dark side to any medium of entertainment. There's a dark side to movies. There's a dark side to books. There's a dark side to cartoons. There's a dark side to everything. But do you judge the entire industry based on that? You shouldn't. That would be incredibly stupid. But apparently Matt Walsh did. Now, here's what it really comes down to. Matt Walsh is a middle-aged guy who didn't grow up with anime and manga, who doesn't understand Japanese culture, doesn't care about the Japanese culture. And so to him, it's all foreign. You know, he's all about, yeah, America. You know what I mean? Like, he's all about America. America. And the rest of the world, anything that it produces is crap compared to what's produced in America. And I'm sorry, but that's just not the truth. Like, Japan makes things that are so much better than what we do in America. Anime, manga is better than our cartoons. It's better than our comic books. Their video game systems are better than ours. I take a PlayStation or a Switch over an Xbox any day. Just me. Their cars are way better than ours. I mean, there's a reason why Toyotas are so reliable. So, yeah, Japan is there's a lot of good things about Japan. And there's a lot of things about Japan that I wish the United States would adopt more. It's not to say Japan's perfect. Of course, it's not perfect. You know, they have an aging crisis going on over there. Their work culture is way too strict. There's some horror stories in the manga industry about some of the conditions that mangakas have to work under. So it's not like it's perfect, but it seems like the Japanese have more of their shit together than we do, because the West is falling apart. And part of the reason is because of assholes like this. It's abandoned the culture wars. I don't know. Matt Walsh doesn't get it. He doesn't understand anime. He doesn't understand manga. He doesn't understand anything foreign, if we're being completely honest. I don't know. Like, he's out of touch. And, you know, I wish his kids would just tell him, you know what, Dad, maybe you need to shut up. Okay? Maybe you need to shut up.
All anime to me seems weird, just like bizarre, creepy.
Yes, of course it does, because if it's not American, it all seems weird and bizarre. All right? That's the thing. Like, if it's not American, it's weird to you, isn't it?
And in general, I don't think that adults should be, whether it's anime or any other kind of cartoon, with rare exception, adults really shouldn't be watching cartoons in general.
That is such a shallow statement.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him. Meanwhile,
Get him. I mean, that's just really dumb. I don't dude, I don't give a shit what Matt Walsh has to say. I mean, he's just, I don't know. Like, some of the stuff that comes out of his mouth is ridiculous. And that's the thing. Like, I feel like we would agree on a lot of stuff, but when he says stuff like this, it just really shows how ignorant he can be.
Are you talking about hormone blockers?
Yeah.
I'll watch that later. I like to see Joe Rogan. So there was another video that I wanted to pull up that was talking about this. Yeah. Night's Watch, Shadiversity. I can't talk to you. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm so freaking tired right now, but we're doing this.
Welcome back to The Watch, and I've dragged myself out of my sickbed today because I got a cold to talk about an important subject that has come back into prominence, you could say. So please forgive me if I'm not as energetic as usual. I'm feeling really, really sick, but it is an important subject and a message to Matt Walsh, as well as anyone who basically has similar kind of perspectives as him in regards to pop culture, cartoons, anime, video games, and things perceived as childish. I think Matt can do some really great work, but the kind of criticism that he has offered in regards to cartoons and things like that, I feel is misplaced, and I'm trying to approach this in as good faith as I can, and I really do hope Matt will watch this video. In my opinion, I think a lot of the criticism that a lot of, say, Christian-minded people have towards pop culture comes from a misunderstanding of the scripture in 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 11, when Paul says, "When I was a child, I spake as a child, I understood as a child, I thought as a child, but when I became a man, I put away childish things." And I think a lot of Christians take the last sentence in there, that you need to put away childish things when you're grown up, and misses the important context of the scripture as to what it's defining as childishness and the things that you should put away. Speaking as a child, understanding as a child, and thinking as a child, acting childish. And those are the childish things we should put away to try and grow up and mature. I do not believe this scripture is referring to cartoons, anime, and other things. And in regards to, say, anime, video games, and everything, there's more nuance that I would like to try and propose to Matt and other people who...
So this is a pretty long video, but I just wanted to bring this up. You guys can go watch it for yourselves. Again, it's Night's Watch, Shadiversity. Makes some really great content. But essentially, you know, I really like this response though, because it's very nuanced, and it's not attacking Matt personally. Although I'll attack anybody personally. I don't give a damn. You guys know that. I just don't give a damn. But you know, it's trying to point out, like, these aren't just cartoons. These aren't just for kids. Like, there's some anime that I would not show a kid. Like, I've got a couple of nieces. I would not show them certain anime. Like, he's going to bring up Samurai X or Rurouni Kenshin. And Rurouni Kenshin is not made for kids. It's a very deep story about redemption, forgiveness, regret. It's about a samurai named Kenshin Himura who killed a bunch of people in a war, and now he's spending his life trying to find redemption, forgiveness. He's become it's really good. Like, if you guys, it's been around for a while. If you guys haven't read Rurouni Kenshin, go read it, check it out. It's freaking amazing. One of the best anime and mangas ever made, hands down. Is my camera? What the? How long has that been happening? Okay, that was weird. What the freak? Okay. Anyways, I don't know what's up with my streaming software. They changed it, and it was like really weird. So I don't know. I'll figure it out. When we talk about masculine, and when we talk about masculinity, and we're talking about being, you know, like manliness, we're not talking about like, I got big muscles, like I'm the big man. Like, no. We're talking about having control over oneself, over one's emotions, being able to have deep insight. It's, you know, it's hard to describe, but things like Kenshin, characters like Kenshin really embody like what we're talking about. And we don't see a lot of that in Western media anymore. It's all over anime, but not in Western media. Naruto has a strong message about war and peace. One Piece, freedom. Dragon Ball has multiple different messages in it. That's an interesting question. Like, what is the overall message of Dragon Ball? Dragon Ball has different messages for each character, to be honest with you. I'll have to give that some more thought, to be honest. That's interesting. You know, like, and then you have things like Berserk, which I definitely wouldn't show to a kid. Holy crap. But, you know, you have to realize that anime and manga are, like, manga, you know, obviously Japanese comic books, but anime to the Japanese are what movies are to us. And so it's a medium. And I don't know why it being from a different country, why it being a different medium than what we're used to in the West. Why would that make it weird? Why would that make it quote unquote satanic? It's such a dumb opinion. Anyways, check out Shadiversity's video over on Night's Watch. Really good stuff. I think I'm going to call it a stream though, guys. Like, I'm really freaking tired. Like, I meant to stream for longer, but dude, like, I'm sitting here about to freaking fall asleep. It's ridiculous. Got some videos in the work. Harry Potter reboot casting using AI Part 2 coming out next week. Going to be available early on Patreon this weekend. Got a Kid Icarus video coming up. Going to be available on the gaming channel, and that's going to be on Patreon early this Saturday or this weekend. So I am so fucking exhausted. I'm so fucking exhausted, dude. What else I got in the works? I got a DC video, but I don't think that's going to come out next week. That'll probably be the week after. I got a video talking about the next Nintendo console. I got different videos in the works. A lot of stuff coming out this weekend, and you'll get early on Patreon this weekend, and will be coming out publicly next week. All right. That being said, I'm going to go get some sleep, guys. I am so fucking tired. I'm going to get some sleep. Y'all take care. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.